Hey there guys, so today we have another review and this is a beer courtesy of Clint. Thank you so much for sending me this bottle. This is Coppertail's Bourbon Sabotage. I'll post a link to me reviewing the base beer, which is an absolutely killer beer. This is a Russian Imperial Stout brewed with cacao, Casara, which is a spice, and coffee beans, and they threw it in some barrels. So had the base beer, absolutely loved it, and thank you so much Clint again for sending me a bottle of the barrel aged version. So let's dig in. Beer pours out a nice dark black color, really pitch black. Wonderful head on that. Good amount of head, yeah. Nice dark black, dark brown head on that. Let's get the aroma. Wow. That is a barrel aged beer. Big pops of bourbon up front. It smells boozy. It is really aggressive, like really wet barrels. You smell it. A good amount of vanilla, milk chocolate. The base beer is under there. Yeah, you get the big kind of roasted malt, milk chocolate, a little bit of caramel sweetness. But yeah, really big amounts of bourbon on the aroma. Cheers. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's fantastic. That is a very, same with the aroma. Very bourbon forward though, I'd say that. Oh, that is good though, wow. Up front, smacked with the bourbon. It hits on the palate up front. It's leaning towards a little bit boozy. I'd say for some people you would call it boozy. I'm sort of acclimated to it for a bourbon barrel aged beer. Lingers on throughout the palate all the way to the finish. Good amounts of bourbon. You also get a nice smack of vanilla, milk chocolate. I don't know what the spicy flavor is, almost slightly licoricey, anisey, but imagine that's the Cascara playing in. There's an underlying kind of spicy bitterness, almost herbal bitterness. It could be the cacao as well. There's a milk chocolate, dark chocolate presence along with that bitterness. But underlying, there's this really wonderful amount of sweetness. So you get a big smack of bourbon up front, vanilla, but also underlying sweetness. Really nice kind of brown sugar caramel kind of sweetness, the residual sugars of an Imperial Stout. Goes all the way through the palate, all the way to the finish. You get lingering amounts of kind of this mocha, coffee, milk chocolate with some brown sugar and butterscotch and vanilla sweetness. It's like everything in the beer sort of converging at the finish and leaving a little bit of itself and just lingering sweetness and just sits on the tongue. It's great. Mouthfeel is medium plus, not too chewy. Moves along pretty well. But yeah, I'm liking that this was a big kind of robust, really delicious Imperial Stout, and what they've done to it with the barrel is offer vanilla flavors, and then there's this big pop of bourbon that's floating around with the beer. Not necessarily hugely improving the beer, but it offers another kind of layer, another kind of complexity to the beer. This for me is right there with the base beer. I love the base beer, which I think I gave a 97. This is right there, so let's give it a 97 plus. Just a fantastic barrel aged Imperial Stout. Speaking about this beer, this reminds me slightly of the barrel aged Speedways, or just barrel aged Speedway from AleSmith. So if you can't get your hands on that, try to get your hands on this, because this is like right there for me. Just really nice kind of not too aggressive amount of coffee. Both beers are really just big chewy Imperial Stouts, and then they sort of have treated with the barrel to offer another layer of complexity. Yeah, I would call them like relatively similar base beers, so having them in a barrel, they're going to end up pretty similar in my mind. So the closest beer I can think of is Barrel Aged Speedway. So, Bourbon Barrel Aged Speedway. So until next time, guys, cheers. Thank you so much, Clint. 97 plus, absolutely amazing Bourbon Barrel Aged Imperial Stout. Later, guys. Cheers.